Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix, Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to Patreon, $5 a month, $54 a year. So, on the last Let's Play, we split ways with Logan, but not before, putting our cards on the table being like, hey, I think you're, attractive, but hey, if you want to be friends, then that's cool. And he's like, yeah, okay. But we exchanged numbers, and then he contacted us to come to his place for a good time. But his heart wasn't in it. Kind of like with, people kind of like myself, I guess. At some point, you're kind of like, oh, I just kind of want to, do it, because Logan's a virgin. Though if we push him in the direction of Eric, he won't be anymore. Ooh. But yeah, after, having a nice heart-to-heart, we decided to just watch a movie. Or we're going to. Anyways, reset face, I guess. And turn this light on. Boop. I waited patiently as it hummed along, the occasional pop gradually giving way to a cacophony resembling automatic gunfire. As much as I was attracted to each and every aspect of Logan's physically, I was nonetheless perfectly content with this change in our plans. The craze which had come over my senses when I first laid eyes on his perfect form hadn't yet repeated itself, although perhaps I was curious as to why. Come to think of it, I hadn't picked up on a scent either. Maybe he showered recently? Wait, I had sensed lavender. Must have been his soap. It was probably for the best. I didn't rightly know if I could trust myself under the influence of his bearish musk. I propped myself up against one of Logan's pillows, leaning against the wall in a near identical fashion to how I've done it that morning. Finally, I heard a loud beep, followed by the gradual easing of the artillery. A metal bowl was filled. Then I heard footsteps, each louder than the last, as Logan returned to the bedroom. I'm gonna have to censor that. He placed the bowl to my side. Potent scent of butter rapidly becoming all else as Logan lay back down beside me and pulled the sheets up over it for comfort. Sorry, really gods, also tired. But, kinda want to do more. Of course, there's one small detail he had seemingly forgotten. Hey, Logan, are you gonna watch the movie naked? Yes. But it's kinda chilly out, even with your heater going, and plans changed. Sorry, does it make you uncomfortable? What? No, I just want to make sure you're comfortable, that's all. I'm more comfortable like this. I'd feel a bit weird, being the only one who was, though. For a moment, I wondered if Logan was being genuine. From anybody else, such a statement would have been just registered as a thinly veiled hint, but Logan didn't really seem the type. Nonetheless, it's only fair, so I willingly took the bait. Let's do something about that, then. I wasn't embarrassed. He'd seen it all in the hot springs already, and considering our original intentions, a little nudity couldn't hurt. I considered just how many people had watched me dressed that day as I returned to Logan's bed, taking care not to tip our popcorn all over sheets. As I pulled the blankets up over me, their scent washed over me, a complex blend of different scents, each telling their own tale. A subtle yet unmistakable scent, buried deep within the rest, informed me of Logan's frangipani scented detergent, which the strength, or lack thereof, suggested it had been a hot minute since they had been washed. In addition, I sensed the typical smell of linens, mixed with a dash of Logan's chosen deodorant. I couldn't detect a cologne, but it was most likely Logan didn't wear one. After all, who is he trying to impress? Finally, the one remaining fragrance was the jackpot, a cumulative collection of Logan's personal brand, which threatened to crumble the very precipices of my sanity. My mind slipping, I pushed the siege downward several inches, feeling my nose and mind, freeing my nose and mind from their captivating grasp. So, this is my favorite movie. I hope you like it. I'm kind of a scaredy cat. Are you sure this isn't scary? It's not. I trust you, Logan. Logan smiled as he retrieved his remote and selected Descendants from a long list of movies. I prayed that this wouldn't be the scariest part of the day, but compared to how I felt knocking on Logan's door, it felt as though I would be perfectly okay. Ah! The protagonist crumpled to his knees as the mysterious creature phased through a nearby wall, disappearing from sight. I hadn't been dead wrong. Descendants was completely and utterly terrifying. Sorry, again. For the third time so far, I instinctively squeezed my unlikely bedfellow in the grip of uncontrollable fear, an action which, each and every time, resulted in my junk pressed against Logan's expensive gut. It's okay. He didn't seem to mind, but I was sick of making a fool of myself, as I quickly hopped out of bed and located my pants, still waiting where I left them on the bedroom floor. What are you doing? Putting my pants on, because apparently I can't stop accidentally molesting you. Oh, I slid my feet into my legs of my trousers and bent down, reaching for the waistband to pull them up. Wait. Huh? I don't mind when you do that. Huh? But when it touches me, I don't mind. Huh. I was surprised by Logan's candor in this situation, but inspecting his expression more closely revealed the true meaning to his words. His characteristically pink cheeks suggested that not minding may have been an understatement. Maybe I should do those things where it's like she sells seashells by the seashore. But I should probably do one of those every day. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. Shall I leave these off then? Yes. Okay. Is that all you want, or... I had a very good idea of what Logan wanted, but I felt as though having him find the courage to say so was a step in the right direction. I wanted his honesty, and intended to reward him for it. He need only ask. I guess not. Wait. Can we please cuddle up like before? I smiled, proud of Logan taking that step. It was demonstrative of his growing trust with me. That I wasn't going to judge him for whatever it was he might have in mind, and I was happy with the arrangement as well. Logan was almost like an overgrown stuffed toy, and I loved that. I kicked my pants aside before rejoining Logan in the bed, and rolling onto my side, wrapping my arms around him as my sheath came back into contact with his belly. In unison, we both smiled, comfortable and cozy, as we lay there together and continued to watch our movie. Our protagonist, bloodied and broken, made his way through a patch of black sewer, his flagging flashlight struggling to illuminate the gore-filled waterway. From further down the sewer, the raspy groan could be heard, a telltale sign he was not alone. I began to tremble slightly, dreading whatever was to come, when Logan wrapped his muscular arm around me, pulling me close. I was unable to resist as he snuggled into his incredibly soft coat. With my ear pressed to his chest, his steady breathing soothed my terror as his broad body granted me warmth, far greater than any of his blankets could provide. I watched as the creature slunk from the shadows once more, but this time I wasn't afraid. At long last, the credits began to roll, but neither of us could find the will to move, too comfortable in each other's arms. Finally, Logan spoke, his deep voice sending vibrations through his chest, from his chest through my whole body. I'm sorry, it looks like it was scarier than I thought. You seriously weren't scared of any of that? Nope. Geez, Logan, you're really brave. You know that? If that were true, we wouldn't have watched it. I guess I'm scarier than that tentacle monster, huh? Wait, it's a scary movie with tentacle monster? You mean it isn't a hentai? It's alright. Besides, it's like I said, you can only have one V-card to give away. You'd be better off saving it for somebody to give somebody special, like Eric. I say, this seems like a decent-sized house, at least from what I've seen. You've got some nice bells and whistles in here too. How do you afford all this with crafts? Most of my money comes from my writing. Huh? Writing? You never mentioned writing. I know. I usually don't tell people, but I feel I can trust you, Adrian. Have you ever heard of Earth Below series? Earth Below? By Lewis Townsend, right? Yeah, I've read the first 5 books in university, not long before the 6th came out. I can't mean to go back and check out the new ones. Wait, do you know Lewis Townsend or something? Must be a pseudonym. Is that the word? You could say that. He's not real. It's a pseudonym. I don't write under my own name. I was stunned, and in a state of disbelief. The Earth Below books were consistently among the best-selling fantasy novels in the country. Surely he was joking. I also ghostwrite from time to time, or take commissions under different pseudonyms. Some commission work pays real well, and the projects tend to be short. It's all hard work, mind you, but I never have to worry about money. Wait, so what you said about fighting the tournament, then? You're not really doing it for the money? No, I do it because I'm good at it. I still don't like it, but I keep getting sponsored, so I keep turning up. Right, and come to think of it, you said you couldn't afford a platter earlier on, but you just said you don't have to worry about money. Sorry. I didn't expect you to agree to it. Huh? It was the most expensive item I could think of. Not that that's the only reason I buy them. I buy them because I like them, but it was supposed to deteriorate. You're trying to get rid of me? That, and I want to see what I was worth to you. If sex was all you wanted, and you're willing to pay to get it, well, there's an app for that. Wait, really? Maybe in this place, prostitution is like legal. There is? You didn't know? Can't say I did, but I understand your thinking. Why fork out the possibility when a guarantee costs just a little bit more? Hell, if I plucked up the courage, there's at least 5 dudes I know who'd be game. Really? Yeah, but you're more interesting than me. Interesting can go a long way, and I don't really do this sort of thing much. You're the exception, not the rule. So, what about you then? If you knew there was an app for that sort of thing, why didn't you? Same old reasons. Never felt right. Couldn't find the courage. Didn't want to pay for it. And I guess there's something I'm searching for. That ain't it. But I'm not sure what it is either. It's not companionship, is it? It would make sense if you were lonely. I don't know. I don't want a relationship. And maybe there's someone out there for me. I just haven't met them yet. Don't know if I ever will. I hope you find that person one day. But in the interim, I can keep you company if you'd like me to. I haven't been a bother, have I? No. Tonight's been fun. Thank you. I didn't expect things would go this way, but I'm glad that it did. You're an interesting guy. It's been nice watching you come out of your shell a bit, and I'm glad to have found a new friend. While still relatively distant, Logan was finally speaking more freely about himself and volunteering information without me having to dig for it. The lengthy pauses in speech had similarly receded, resulting in somebody sounding more like the average Joe than I expected. Out of the black? The unmissable sound of a grandfather clock in the hallway sang out a sound. A single solitary chime. It was 1 a.m. Where'd the time go? I bet Diego's wondering where I'm at. You didn't tell him? Oh, hey Diego, I'm off to bang some polar bear I met today. I'm sure that'd go down swell. I just know he'd have given me a lecture about it too. Probably make a few good points while he was at it. What'd you mean? Well, he, Russell, and Jay all had something along the same lines. He said to be careful that I wasn't only trying to distract myself from everything that happened between Ty and me. Ty? The Ty that runs the bar downtown? Oh, didn't I say as much? Ty's my ex. We broke up yesterday. Or technically the day before now. I see. You know, I think they might have been at least partially right. I guess I wanted to keep myself busy, pursue some new lead, do something a little wild and crazy, get caught up in some bizarre obsession, so I didn't have to face the reality for a bit. It was shitty of me to drag you into it all, Logan. For that, I'm sorry. I pursued you for all the wrong reasons. Got you all tied up in my stupid games. You're actually a super cool guy, and you deserve better than that shit. You were honest with me, forthcoming, laid your attentions bare, gave me free rein to choose, and I chose to invite you here, to sleep with you. I didn't care if it was just a distraction. There was nothing wrong with that, and we both would have gotten what we wanted. You're seriously cool with that? You'd have been fine if it meant nothing? It was something to do on a whim? Yes. Something born from lust and avoidance? A brief reprieve from pressures of life and love? Something so base and so carnal? That's exactly what I signed up for. Though I'm happy I made a new friend from it too. It was a bizarre thing for us to have bonded over, but that is exactly what had just happened. We were just tuned into the same frequency, on the same page. Our wants, needs, and expectations, all in perfect alignment. The conditions of our dynamic were dead simple, the stakes practically non-existent, and I felt strangely liberated, as though I could tell Logan everything without fear of judgment or consequences. Despite a rocky beginning, we had now shared common ground. As a warmth coursed through my body, I smiled back to my new friend, as eager as he no doubt was to harvest whatever fruits of our newfound friendship might bear. I'm happy too. I guess despite the strange turn of events, all's well that ends well, right? That's right. All's well that ends well. Exactly. And with that in mind, we have to hang out again soon. Just do me a favor. Pick a less scary movie next time, okay? Oh, wait. You're leaving? Yeah, it's 1 a.m. And I bet you're keen to have your room back to yourself. Decompress and all that from all that social contact and all that. But we're not done yet. Huh? Not done? What are you talking about? Logan went quiet. The movie was over, wasn't it? The credits had rolled, and everything, but I knew that I was kidding myself, and understood exactly what Logan was getting at. How could I have said we were on the same page if I hadn't? This time, the hesitation was all my own. I wanted him. Of course I wanted him. But following the unexpected bloom of a fledgling friendship, I worried that following through might somehow endanger that. It was a little more than paranoia. I knew this, but it was yet another feeling I couldn't so easily shed. You're not feeling nervous anymore? Yes, I am. But I've made up my mind. I want it to be you. I want you to be here. And now, if that's okay with you. You're happy to just waste on a one-night stand? You don't want to save it for someone special? That's what I've been doing. And now, I found someone special. Special? Not like that. I trust you is all. I know we want the same things, and you look out for me like this. You're more concerned about what's right for me than what you want. All this and more. That's why I want it to be you. Once you do this, you can never take it back. This is forever. Okay, it's kind of weird that in a game like this where there's like, it's poly and stuff like that, they're like, but virginity. I mean, yeah. But it's like, I always felt like that whole V-card thing was just overrated. It's like, yeah, blah blah blah. Exactly. And before you argue, I'm fine being a distraction. It's friendship with perks. I know that probably won't last forever. I know this arrangement, has no future. I'll be happy, no matter how long it lasts. We stood there in silence, completely nude, and ready to begin such proceedings, with only a moment's notice. Logan had beat me to the punch. I addressed my concerns before I could reiterate them. He wanted exactly what I wanted. What did you have in mind? Anything. Anything you want. Everything you've got. And it'll be yours, under your control, at your mercy. Your wish is my command. I thought that we weren't actually doing this. It's kind of weird that we're doing this so late in the thing. I lurched forward, gently shoving Logan back on the bed. His expression of surprise quickly gave way to excitement and anticipation. I took a moment to acquire my picturesque view, admire, soaking in the unspoiled perfection while I had the opportunity. I sought to make sure it wouldn't stay that way for long. Logan won performance. I knew the very best way to give him one. I approached him, inching closer and closer to my willing subject. Then I held my breath and lowered my nose, inch by inch, until the cold and damp surface brushed Logan's most sensitive regions, causing him to flinch. I waited and waited. Not yet. Not until I was gasping for breath. Not until I was desperate for oxygen. I continued to hold, longer and longer, with my lungs beginning to burn as the body caught out for air. Soon, but not just yet. Now. End of this Let's Play. So, please comment, guys, like, comment, you like, dislike, tips, because otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the various types of grow, and please remember to spay near your animal stuff, control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available for free on the channel, but if you want to support the people that make this game, and or get the news version earlier, you can go to Patreon. It's $5 a month. I'm gonna have to remove this at some point, because it's like, there isn't any sort of spots where I could just, because, if I go here to do that, then that's gonna be more work for me. Yeah, anyways, until next time, another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix, Sileo, Tales of New Dawn. Spay near your animals. Thanks, see ya.